Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. Welcome back to Wealth and Wisdom channel. Welcome back to Wealth and Wisdom channel. Today, we discuss the philosophy of wealth in Islam. How does Islam guide us to navigate the world of materialism while staying spiritually grounded? Let's explore this delicate balance together, drawing insights from the Holy Quran and the Hadith of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. Understanding the philosophy of wealth in Islam begins with a profound recognition of its true nature. In the eyes of Islam, wealth is not an end in itself, but rather a transient and worldly possession, entrusted to us by the Almighty. The Quran reminds us, "And let not those who withhold what Allah has given them of His bounty ever think that it is better for them. Rather, it is worse for them. Their necks will be encircled by what they withheld on the day of resurrection." This verse serves as a poignant reminder that clinging excessively to wealth, without recognizing its source and purpose, brings forth spiritual consequences. It emphasizes that withholding from the bounty that Allah has bestowed upon us is not a sign of prosperity, but rather an indication of spiritual deprivation. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, illuminated the philosophy of wealth through his teachings. He stressed the significance of contentment over the ceaseless pursuit of wealth for its own sake. One particular hadith highlights this beautifully. The Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "The strong believer is better and more beloved to Allah than the weak believer, while there is good in both. Guard over that which benefits you, seek Allah's help, and do not lend yourself to things devoid of benefit." Sahih Bukhari, guard over that which benefits you, seek Allah's help, and do not lend yourself to things devoid of benefit. Sahih Bukhari. This hadith serves as a beacon, illuminating the path towards a balanced approach to wealth. It underscores that true strength and prosperity lie not in the abundance of material possessions, but in the richness of faith and contentment. By recognizing the transient nature of wealth and its status as a trust from Allah, Islam guides us towards a balanced perspective, where the pursuit of material gain is harmonized with spiritual well-being. It encourages us to use our wealth as a means of attaining proximity to Allah and serving the betterment of society, rather than merely accumulating it for personal aggrandizement. This foundational understanding of wealth sets the stage for a holistic and spiritually enriching approach to financial matters in Islam. In Islam, wealth is not viewed as personal property to hoard, but rather as a trust from Allah to be managed with responsibility and care. This concept of stewardship is deeply ingrained in the philosophy of wealth. The Holy Quran chapter 2 verse 178 states, "The example of those who spend their wealth in the way of Allah is like that of a grain of corn that sprouts 7 ears, and in every ear there are 100 grains. Thus Allah multiplies the action of whomsoever He wills. Allah has boundless knowledge." This Quranic verse beautifully illustrates the concept of financial stewardship. It portrays the act of spending in the path of Allah as a seed sown, which multiplies manifold. This metaphorical imagery emphasizes that the wise and purposeful use of wealth can lead to abundant spiritual and material rewards. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized our accountability for how we acquire and spend our wealth. In a hadith reported by Imam Muslim, he stated, "A dinar you spend for the sake of Allah, a dinar you put in another person's hand, a dinar you give to a needy person, and a dinar you spend on your family, the greatest of these in reward is the one you spend on your family." This hadith underscores the diverse forms of financial responsibility. It acknowledges that while charity to those in need is commendable, fulfilling the needs of one's own family is equally virtuous. It beautifully illustrates that the intention behind spending holds great significance in Islam. By emphasizing the role of individuals as stewards of their wealth, Islam encourages us to manage our resources with integrity and purpose. It reinforces the idea that our wealth is not ours to hoard, but rather a trust from Allah to be utilized in ways that benefit society and align with His divine will. This philosophy of stewardship serves as a guiding principle for responsible financial management in Islam, instilling a sense of accountability for the wealth we have been blessed with. One of the foundational principles in the philosophy of wealth within Islam is the cultivation of contentment and detachment from material possessions. This ethos encourages believers to find sufficiency and fulfillment in what they have, rather than in the ceaseless pursuit of more. The Holy Quran chapter 20 verse 132 states, "Do not extend your eyes toward that by which we have given enjoyment to various groups of them, polytheists and disbelievers." This Quranic verse serves as a poignant reminder against coveting the material possessions of others. It advises believers not to let their desires be fixated on the worldly pleasures granted to different groups. This wisdom encourages a mindset of contentment, appreciating the blessings bestowed upon us rather than constantly seeking more. The Holy Prophet, exemplified contentment by finding joy in simplicity. He once said, "The best wealth is the richness of the soul, the best provision is contentment, and the worst poverty is the poverty of desire." Sunan ibn Majah. This hadith beautifully encapsulates the essence of contentment. It underscores that true wealth lies not in the accumulation of material possessions, but in the richness of the soul. The contented heart finds abundance in the simplicity of life, and such wealth is immeasurable in value. Islam encourages believers to be content with what they have been provided, recognizing that true prosperity is not measured in material abundance, but in the peace and contentment of the heart. By detaching from the relentless pursuit of worldly possessions, individuals can find true fulfillment in the blessings that have been bestowed upon them. This philosophy of contentment and detachment fosters an attitude of gratitude and inner peace, allowing individuals to approach wealth with a balanced and spiritually grounded perspective. It encourages a shift from the insatiable pursuit of more towards a state of contented sufficiency. One of the most powerful ways to harmonize materialism with spirituality in Islam is through acts of charity and giving. This cornerstone of the philosophy of wealth encourages believers to share their blessings with those in need, fostering a sense of compassion and empathy. The Quran vividly illustrates the concept of giving and its potential for immense multiplication of blessings. Just as a single grain can yield a bountiful harvest, the act of giving generously in the path of Allah can lead to abundant spiritual and material rewards. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized the importance of charitable giving, teaching us that our wealth can be a source of blessings for ourselves and others. The Prophet said, "Allah said, O son of Adam, spend, and I shall spend on you." Sahih Bukhari. This hadith beautifully encapsulates the reciprocal nature of charity in Islam. By giving to those in need, believers not only fulfill their duty of compassion but also open themselves to the boundless blessings and providence of Allah. Acts of charity and giving are viewed as a means of purifying one's wealth and elevating one's spiritual standing. They serve as a tangible expression of gratitude towards the provider of all blessings. Islam teaches that generosity is not only an act of kindness but also a means of seeking closeness to Allah. By incorporating charity into one's financial philosophy, individuals can find a profound sense of purpose and fulfillment in their wealth. This philosophy of giving and charity reinforces the idea that wealth is a means to benefit society and serve the greater good. It empowers believers to be proactive agents of positive change, creating a ripple effect of compassion and kindness in the world. Islam provides us with a profound philosophy of wealth. It encourages us to view wealth as a means to spiritual growth and societal betterment, rather than an end in itself. If you found this video enlightening, please do like, share, and subscribe. And remember, true wealth lies not in the abundance of possessions, but in a heart content with faith. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.